Hello, subscribers, returning viewers, new subscribers, and new viewers. Today is Tuesday, and I usually talk about Elvis and show off my Elvis Presley collection on CD and vinyl. And today going, we're starting out, properly with the 60 albums, and I'll be showing my different copies and doing a sort of a review as well. So it's both a presentation and a review at the same time. And so it's the debut album, and I have four CD copies and one vinyl copy of this album. And why? Well, as the song says, well, just because. I kind of happened to come across them kind of slightly by accident and by design. And I got this box set, and there's this copy of it here. There's all the albums there. Not all of them, but a good chunk, big hunk of them, and well worth having in your collection if you're on a budget. That's this one, and there's this this thing called stereo effect engine reprocessed from morphonic. So there's all these weird little titles on these, and I can hear the difference in them. So you have this box set then here. So I got this box set first, and then I got this one. Don't get this one. That's my experience. Don't get it unless you're mad like me and you want to hear all the good stuff and the bad stuff. So you can tell the difference. This one is the same. Stereo effect reprocessed from monophonic. So I think they put a stereo effect on the mono mix, and that one is slightly better than this one. You can hear more of the mono in this one than you can hear the stereo. You can slightly hear the stereo in that one, and it's kind of a botched job really. The CD looks like this. Hold on, this I'm getting a bracket for my desk. Hopefully, I can put the phone on the bracket, and I can use both hands then. So that's kind of what it's a black label, and that one is a red one. You can see the red there, and that's the slightly better. In my ears anyway, that's the slightly better mix of these two, even though they're supposed to be the same. And then these are the same, but this one is slightly better. And this one has another weird little thing on it. And our new word of the day is orthophonic. A new orthophonic high fidelity recording. I think that has to do with putting a mic up to an amp or something like that and putting it in the sound desk. Not up in all these technical terms, but that's the kind of what they're talking about. And of the two of these, which are kind of more or less the same, this is the better one. So out of all of these ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, of these 4 pressings of the same album, this is the one to go for. I quite like this. Whoops. The orthophonic high fidelity recording, I can very much get behind that, or listen, or get in front of it and let it blast itself out, and it's just absolutely fantastic. Kind of these mixes are kind of attempts at doing something. This one does it, and you're just able to hear the album unfiltered. What I like about these ones, is they don't have the bonus songs on them. You do have the bonus songs on these ones, and this is a digipack. It's a double album, and I highly recommend this box set series. There's 11 of these albums, and they're all well worth getting. And that's the second album. We'll be going over that one next week. And that also has the orthophonic high fidelity recording in it. This is a fantastic album. And if you want to know why my music channel has such diverse sound and artists, this is why. And let's go through the song track. You know, we start off with Carl Perkins, and then you go down, I Got Woman, Ray Charles. Then you have Tutti Frutti, Little Richard. We can also do a cover of Tutti Frutti and Baby I'm So Square. And then, you know, the tracks like Money Honey, and which is, oddly enough, a cover of, Elvis sings a cover of a Drifter song. Now, I have two interesting stories. I saw Ray Charles live in my hometown of Waterford. There was a concert put on in a place called Tramore, and it was called the Flamore, and they had a load of people there. They had Ray Charles, so I saw Ray Charles sing I Got a Woman, and they had Jerry Lee Lewis, they had Bob Dylan. Saw the last few minutes of Bob Dylan, because he had a little bit of bad press. His live shows had a bit of bad press at the time, and kind of going mad. I misjudged it, because it looked like everyone had a good time. But that I was just at one of the concert was on for 2 days, and it was just that one of them. Everyone had a good time. Tell me if you were at that concert. It was just a brilliant concert. And then you have all the bonus songs. So you have Little Richard, you have Jim Reeves, I Love You Because, and Elvis has Jim Reeves on I Love You Because on his first album, and he has Jim Reeves, he has to go on his last album, Moody Blue. And so you have all these songs. It's a songbook. Elvis didn't write any of his songs, and he was an interpreter, and he knew how to pick stuff and sing stuff and make it his own, and that was his gift. And you know, this is just a fantastic a fantastic song collection from a 20-year-old. And before this album came out, there was no Beatles, there was no Led Zeppelin, there wasn't there was no Pink Floyd. And then this album came along and just literally changed everything. And this is why my musical taste of music is the way it is because of this absolutely fantastic album. We have the album. I'll show you the album. I should have taken it out of the sleeve. It's a coloured vinyl. It's a fantastic album. It's on the there it is, Not Now label. We'll try and put it back. I said I hope to be getting a bracket, and you'll be able to see I'll be able to do stuff better and not take stuff at risk. This is very good this has the bonus songs. There we go. There's all the songs. Carl Perkins. Then we have Ray Charles. Then we have Jim Reeves. So on. Little Richard. The Drifters. Oh yeah, that's the other story I have to tell. I did see the Drifters. I saw them, a version of the Drifters. They're kind of like James Last, the Drifters, in the sense they'd have a very interesting family tree. And I saw the Drifters in Weston-super-Mare, and they were on a boardwalk, and they were singing in the pier, the Grand Pier in Weston, and they were singing over on the boardwalk. And I have a video of them on my YouTube channel. It has over 22,000 views, so you can go and look at that. So this Money Honey is the song from the Drifters, and I saw them, and I saw Ray Charles, so and Jerry Lee Lewis and Johnny Cash. So they're people from that time period, and I saw I would say it Buddy Guy and BB King. I saw BB King with U2 in Dublin, and he put on an excellent show. He just went as far back from the microphone as he could, and he just belted out stuff. And then it was the midnight show that I saw BB King at, and they put on a fantastic show. And they jammed with U2 as well, and that was fantastic. So that's this album, and I just have a bonus album here as well, and it has the new orthophonic high fidelity recording sound on it, and it's on a red seal. There you go. So if you know anything more about this stuff, new orthophonic and stereo to monophonic, I think this is kind of putting a cheap stereo effect onto a mono recording. And I know the Beatles love their mono a little bit more than the stereo, and they let George Martin take care of the stereo stuff. I think that's why I don't necessarily like the last two albums, because they were in stereo and not in mono, and they were more mono artists than stereo artists. So this is our musical journey of today. My favourite song on this album is Blue Moon. I just love it. I really like it. It's very haunting. And I just love all the other songs on it as well. And it's kind of one up tempo, then a ballad, up tempo, and then a ballad, and it's just very good. And again, he's 20 years old when he did this, so okay. If you stuck out to the end of this video, why thank you ever so much. You've been an absolutely fantastic audience, and we will talk to you again. Oh yeah, hold on, there's another thing. Almost forgot, and we can before I let you go, if you stuck out to the end, I want to show you something. It's something I spotted on another channel, and I think the guy was called Prince Elvis Jackson, something like that, and he was quite correct. He had a number of these albums as well, and I'm going to show you my version of what he spotted. So you probably might be seeing what I'm showing you. So if you look, all colors are various shades of different shades of green. So there's not one there's not one that green is different to this green. If you want to tell me the names of these greens in the comments below, please do so. There's another one, another different green, and that's a very different green as well. And so you have another pink, different pinks all the way. So that's kind of very cool. So again, if you stuck out to the end of this video, well, thank you ever so much, and thank you for all the views. Thank you, and we'll talk to you again in the next video.